Palin. Welcome, Governor. It's wonderful to have you on the show tonight. So Americans getting their own financial house in order. Why can't the White House?
Well, I think the White House and many liberals in Congress are just so addicted to that OPM, other people's money, that it's much easier to spend other people's money than their own, and they're quite irresponsible in their plans for hopefully allowing Americans to be able to live within our means. Yeah, we as individuals and our small businesses, we live within our means. It's kind of a notorious thing there for liberals in Washington, D.C. to not do so. So shouldn't be surprised, but it's quite disappointing.
So how should the president then tweet his message? What is the correct message the president should be sending at this point?
That's a great question. Unfortunately, I think that the president is not capable of giving the right message to deal with the problem that we're facing with the bankruptcy that's facing America if we don't start living within our means. The right message is that growing more debt won't get us out of debt, and that raising taxes in a time of economic woes and a bad economy is a bad idea. Of course, Barack Obama had once espoused those ideas when he was a senator, and then as a candidate he's flip-flopped on those positions, and now his message seems to be we need to keep spending, taking more from our small businesses, taking more from individuals via raising taxes, and he thinks somehow that that's going to be the solution.
Again, Governor, it's so interesting that Americans are reining in their spending and paying down their debt. Americans are delevering, yet Washington is not. I mean, do you think the president, seems to me that you don't think the president gets it, that Washington needs to stop spending. Why is there this disconnect?
No, he does not get it, that Washington needs to live within our means, and that does not mean increasing debt and raising a debt ceiling in order to have an even bigger check, a blank check at this point, for Congress to continue spending way beyond our means. He doesn't seem to understand that, but I think a lot of that, Lori, has to do with his background. He, having not been a part of the private sector, a part of running a business or having to rely on making profit and investing according to a free market entrepreneur's priorities in order to grow a business and hire more people. That seems to be foreign to our president, and that's quite unfortunate because his background and those whom he seems to be appointing just don't understand what America was built upon, what our economy was built upon, and why we grew into the most prosperous and freest nation in the world. Now, his ideas are really the antithesis of those things that created the prosperity in America. Again, quite unfortunate.
Well, Governor, to paraphrase some of your earlier comments, you mentioned a fire in your belly. So, of course, we're curious if you have a fire in the belly for perhaps running 2012.
I certainly have a fire in my belly to help this country get back on the right track, whether that be as a candidate or a supporter of the right candidate, making sure that common sense conservatives are elected to Congress, elected to our state houses, elected to local government positions, and certainly in the White House, making sure that we have the right candidate who can really affect the positive changes that this country needs. So whether it's as a candidate or as a supporter, I'm still contemplating what that should be.
All right. Well, we appreciate you engaging us with that answer. Thank you so much, Governor Sarah Palin, for joining us tonight.